Hey guys, what is going on? It is Gear and here, and in today's video, we are going to be reviewing Eden Zero episode 18. Sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy this video. So let's get right into Eden Zero episode 18, which I will admit it was a very interesting episode and they filled out quite a lot in one episode. So what happened at the beginning? Well, it picked off where it left off in the previous episode. So the crew have just arrived at the planet where time has suddenly stopped. They met a being called Shomei, and Shomei has been sort of like the narrator of the Eden Zero anime because she starts to tell about Shiki and his journey, and she sort of like narrates over what's happened and she knows what's going to happen in the future. So she has transported the crew to this battle tournament ring where they must fight in order for them to find out where Valkyrie is, because Shomei, let's just say she has a fetish for people that fight. She really loves it and she calls it delicious even though it's not food or anything, but she just loves fighting. So she orders the crew to fight for her in order for her to give them the information about Valkyrie. So the crew, with of course no other way to get the information, they agree to Shomei's term and they decide to fight whoever their opponents are. So Shomei is let's just say an interesting character because she's got like two split personalities. One where she is super serious and sort of like calm and easy, and then the tournament style one is let's just say a little bit freaky and she's very funny in that sort of form. So then what happens is she starts to say about like what the rules are and everything, and she then says who is going to be the first fighter. Shiki of course puts himself forward saying, I shall be the first fighter to fight your opponent. So after hearing that, Shomei then brought out let's just say an interesting robot. So this robot was the strongest robot in the galaxy apparently, and he was Shiki's opponent. So you're probably thinking, well, this probably is a very hard opponent. How on earth is Shiki gonna defeat him? It probably will take the full episode. Well, you are wrong on that area because it took Shiki less than 2 seconds to defeat him, because as Shomei said, fight, Shiki went in full head-on charge and he just took out his opponent with just one punch. And then the battle was over and Shomei, she was shocked, and she also mentioned that Shiki is mother something. So Shiki, it looks like confirmed by Shomei, she has confirmed that Shiki is actually related to Mother. We don't know how he is or anything, or what sort of relationship they have, but Shomei has confirmed that Shiki is related to Mother. So that was very interesting, and she was, like I said, shocked that he defeated his opponent with just one punch. Then Shomei said that there are 3 rules. Firstly, I pick out who you're going to fight next. Secondly, I will choose the opponents. And thirdly, you cannot kill or destroy your opponents. So that was the 3 rules that she said. And the next opponent that she to pick out from the crew, she picked out Rebecca. And Rebecca asked if she could use Happy because that is how she can fight, and Shomei said yes, you can use Happy. So Happy transformed into a gun, and it looks like Rebecca's opponent was another B-Cuber. This B-Cuber, it looks like he was let's just say sort of like a boxing B-Cuber, because he came in looking like a boxer and he started to just say like we should do a collab and everything, and I've heard about you, Rebecca. So it was very interesting to see that because Rebecca also knows him because apparently he is a famous B-Cuber. So then Shomei says let's fight. And the guy, it looks like his boxing gloves that he was wearing were actually guns. So it looks like what happened is the guns that he had on his hands, so like gloves, he started to shoot at Rebecca and Rebecca started to dodge him. She started to shoot back, but it looks like he had this sort of ether barrier where he could block any sort of ether shot. So it was very hard for her to get any of her bullets through. And it looks like the guy's bullets, so the bullets he was using that came out of his boxing gloves, there was slime that covered over Rebecca and started to slowly melt away her clothes. Shiki and Y started to get a little bit excited when they saw that. Interesting, guys. And Rebecca got super pissed off, so she went in full head-on charge and she did a Shiki sort of style where she said, fine, I won't use my ether gear, I'll just fight you with raw strength. So she kicked him, and let's just say she was prepared to kill him at that moment if Shomei didn't say stop, because she was super pissed off at him because she just remembered that he is sort of like that frog that was on Gillis. So she got super pissed off, and luckily Shomei stopped the battle before she could kill him. So that was very funny. Then it went to, let's just say, Wise, and Wise had to defeat this dog opponent where he was super fast, and using his ether gear he was able to run around the walls and be super fast. Wise asked Shomei if he could use Pino for his battle, and Shomei agreed, saying fine, you can use Pino for your battle, that is perfectly fine. So then after that Shomei began the battle, and Wise said to Pino, you have your weapon, use EMP. So Pino used her EMP, and that knocked out the guy's ether gear, and then Wise just came up to him and just started kicking the crap out of him. So he started just kicking him, and it was very funny because it was, even Shomei was shocked, saying how dirty sort of tactics he had to use just to defeat his enemy. So again, a win is a win. It doesn't matter how you win, as long as you knock your opponent down and then Shomei calls a battle. That is how you win. So Wise still classifies that as a win, so Wise has won his battle. So 3 out of the 4 battles have been done. And now we are getting into the final battle, which it looks like Shomei is let's just say she's prepared for it, because she's quite excited for this battle. So what happens in this next battle is Homura is chosen to be the next opponent, and her opponent is none other than Valkyrie. So we are finally introduced to the final shining star of the Demon King Ziggy, and we are finally shown Valkyrie, but this isn't the real Valkyrie. So Shomei confirmed that this is a robot that is mimicking Valkyrie's looks and everything, and that robot also has Valkyrie's memory. It looks like now that Homura is sort of like facing off her teacher, because that fake Valkyrie has all of the information and all the memories about Homura. So it knows all of Homura's techniques, it knows everything about her. So this is going to be quite a tough battle for Homura to fight. So then Shomei began the battle, and they started to fight, and it looks like Homura was getting pushed back quite a bit. So she started to get pushed back quite a bit because the fake Valkyrie knew all of her moves and knew all of her weaknesses. So she started to attack, and let's just say Homura was getting pushed back quite a bit. She was getting knocked down onto the floor, and it was very hard for Homura to fight back. But then it went back to a flashback where it showed a young Homura and her village completely destroyed and raided by these bad guys. Then, as the bad guys were about to capture Homura when she was just a young kid, Valkyrie came in out of nowhere and saved Homura from the bad guys. So now, that is the first time ever that Homura met Valkyrie. And then it was sort of like a sort of cute moment where Homura was trying to speak to Valkyrie, even though she was such a young kid. And let's just say it was sort of nice seeing that is how Homura met Valkyrie. So that was very nice to see. So then after Homura remembered that, it went back to the present day, and Homura started to attack the fake Valkyrie again. And even though she was targeting her weakness by kicking her and making her lose the balance, Homura used that to her advantage. And what she did was she actually launched one of her own attacks using the momentum of her falling down, and she was able to launch a strike against the fake Homura and gave it a good slash, and that ultimately was the end of the battle, because Shomei said that Homura is the winner, so they stopped the battle. And then it was a little bit of a weird moment where the fake Valkyrie was saying, wow, you have grown, even though it was a fake, and Homura was saying, don't say that please, because you are not my master, you are not my teacher, so please do not say that. So then Shomei came in, and that fake Valkyrie transformed into a robot which was called something 7000. So Shomei confirmed that that robot was able to mimic Valkyrie, everything about her, even her own memories, and that was sort of like the ultimate opponent for Homura. So then, as agreed, Shomei transported the crew back to this space-time thing and told the crew where they could find Valkyrie. And it looks like she's on this jewel sort of planet where it sort of looks surrounded by jewels and everything. So it's a very interesting planet. And after Shomei told the crew that this is where Valkyrie is, she said that, well, now is your time, because I know what you want to do after you find Valkyrie. You want to try and find Mother, and let's just say that will be a hard adventure for you guys, because finding Mother is quite impossible. And Shomei even said that her power, so her power to be able to look into the past, future, present, she got that power from Mother. So she is one of the only people, or maybe the one person, that has actually met Mother and actually got that power from her. Sadly, even using that power, she won't be able to find Mother. But that confirms that Mother is actually real, and she gave Shomei such an insane OP power of time. So if she was able to give Shomei the power of time, well, how much power does Mother really have? That would be sick to find out, because it probably won't be now, it'll probably be way into the future when Shiki finally meets Mother. So I can't wait to see Shiki meet Mother and find out how Mother, or what Mother actually is, because she is so powerful and she is able to grant any wish that a person has. So it's quite insane to think that. And even though Shomei warned the crew that to find Mother you'll have to go through very perilous battles and difficult fights, even though Shomei said that, Shiki, with a big smile on his face, said that that's fine, we will go through them and we will not be defeated by anyone, and we will find Mother. Just as a main character thing to say. And then that just ended off the episode, because it gave off a, let's just say, the episode ended off with Shomei just saying, well, now that the crew have met me and they are now on their way to find Valkyrie, they will be shocked to see that Valkyrie is... And then she just stopped, and then she said, oh, I shouldn't say too much. And then it was the end of the episode. Again, a really great episode for Eden Zero. I really liked it, and it was one of the more chilled episodes for me, and it was very nice to see. You guys let me know down below, what did you think of Eden Zero episode 18? Did you like it? What was your favourite moment? And comment below if you are liking Eden Zero and you want to see more in the future. Let me know down below. And if you want to help me and support the channel, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel to join this awesome community that we have on this channel. Thank you guys for watching, take care, and peace.